Hello.
People Against Dakota, Christopher Musarelli, 23R703627. Come on up here, sir. Your name, Mr. Aralemus?
Harry Mihas on behalf of Mr. Musarelli.
I'm sorry. It's written the other way. Sorry.
No problem.
Your name? Your name?
Dakota Musarelli.
All right. So, Lieutenant, your name?
Lieutenant Steve Mercury, Rockford Police.
All right. So we're going to exam next week.
Your Honor, I'm not available next week.
Why?
I'm in Bay City on a federal matter.
Mr. Mihas, were you here last? Why weren't you here last week? You didn't show up.
Your Honor, I was caught in an emergency CPS situation and also a first-degree murder exam that they did not let me even check in with the court. You know my reputation. You've seen me often enough. I don't abandon cases like that.
Is this going to go to exam?
Mr. Musarelli wants an exam, Your Honor, but I will be upfront. I'm not available till April 4th because of.
I'm not adjourning this to April 4th. You're going to have to make yourself available. You look at your schedule. I'll be happy to do it in the morning or afternoon, but I'm not going to adjourn this to April 4th.
All right,
so you'll have to make yourself. You have to make yourself available. I can do it in the afternoon. Be happy to do that to accommodate you next week. Be happy to do that, but I'm not adjourning to April the 4th. It's a CCW case. 99% of these waive. He certainly has the right to an exam. I have no quarrel with it, but we're going to move it along. So
okay, one second.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm trying to call up my schedule right now. Oh, you told me what.
And whatever court told you not to call, that's ridiculous. I don't know what court would be so rude that they won't let a lawyer call and tell another court that he cannot make it. If that's what you're telling me, that's just rude.
It's a brand new judge.
So a 2-minute call from a court to another court is too much for them to give you. That is unbelievable.
I understand, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's like not only it's beyond the pale ridiculous, right? I mean, 2 minutes. I mean, nobody asked you to drive here. Nobody was expecting anybody to drive here and tell us that they couldn't make it. It would have been a simple phone call.
Your Honor, if I was in a position to lecture him, I would. Your Honor, I will tell you the 14th, I am in Bay City and Flint the entire day. Is there a day other than a Tuesday that would work?
No, we just do these Tuesday. We've only been doing these Tuesdays for 25 years. I'll give you the following week, but I'm not going beyond that, Mr. Mihas.
Your Honor,
you're going to have to listen. If you're not, you're going to have to get somebody to cover. Talk to MIDC. Maybe they can get somebody to substitute. I don't know what to tell them.
Let's set it for the 21st. I will find out today if I'm in a trial or not. If whatever
listen, when I adjourn this, I'm not going to adjourn it again. So you're going to have to figure something out.
Your Honor, after I'll withdraw from. I mean, I'll talk to the MIDC. I'll talk to people at Wayne County. I'm not going to play games with your schedule. I understand that, Your Honor.
What do you have next on the 21st?
I have a trial on Thursday. But I will find out today if he will go to trial. That's
okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. What time are you gonna find out at?
Hopefully by the end of the day, at the very late tomorrow morning.
Yeah, call MIDC. Tell them to get another lawyer. That's what I'm going to do, and they can give me one now.
I understand.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Wait a minute, Mr. Before we go on, I want to make sure that that's taken care of now. So I'm going to ask you to zoom back in at 1 o'clock and let us know. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And so you're going to be back here at 1 o'clock too, Mr. Musarelli. All right, 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you. Judge, am I supposed to call?
No. I'm going to let I'm going to let Mr. Mijas know. In fact, why don't you call up and tell them he wasn't here last week and now he's not available till the 4th and the judge of April, and the judge would like another lawyer appointed. Okay, good enough. All right, let's do that one. Mr. Kerman, we're going to take care of this Mr. Penny. Apparently somebody called from the treatment agency, and we're going to take care of that.
I did CDL for 30 years in shelter. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, people against Craig Eugene Penny, 23T702583. Okay, everybody's name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Omar Shajra on behalf of the people, P86332.
Michael A. Carmen,
All right,
37824 on behalf of the defendant.
Okay, Mr. Penny, your name? Can you mark this, please? Mr. Penny, can I have your name, please?
Craig Eugene Penny.
Okay, just stay close to that device so I can pick you up. Mr. Carmen, Mr. Shajra, I understand this is going to be a plea of no contest to disorderly under 771. Is that correct, Mr. Carmen?
Correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Shajra? You're muted.
That is a correct representation of the offer, Your Honor.
Okay, and the reason for the no contest plea is what?
It would be civil liability, Your Honor.
Okay, so do you understand what your lawyer has said and the prosecutor have said here, Mr. Penny? They tell me that you're going to plead no contest under section 771.1 to the charge of disorderly conduct with the understanding that the assault or assault and battery will be dismissed. Is that your understanding, and is that how you wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if you plead no contest, this has the same effect as a guilty plea. The possible penalties are up to $500 in fines, 90 days jail, costs are all of those. I will take that plea. I'll place you on probation when you come back for sentencing. I'll set terms and conditions. And if you're compliant at the end of the specified period that I set, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that? I motion to prosecute.
Yes, sir.
All right. And counsel, do you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis? Mr. Carmen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Shajra.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you sign, read, and understand? I'm sorry. I need to advise you. You're not in person. I apologize. You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by court or jury. At that trial, you have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own witnesses, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses, and to testify or remain silent. If you choose to remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead no contest, you're giving up all those rights, including your right to a trial. Do you understand that?
I do.
To the charge of disorderly conduct, how do you plead?
No contest.
I've had the report marked Peoples 1. I'm going to read this. All right. Based upon my review of the report, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Are you on probation or parole right now, Mr. Penny?
No, I am not.
Anybody force you to plead no contest?
No.
All right. I'm going to accept the plea. I'm going to dismiss the assault or assault and battery count. I want to order a pre-sentence report. There does not appear to be any alcohol or drugs involved. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to get probation over here, or at least on Zoom. Good morning. So I'm going to need somebody to zoom in on this Craig Penny case right now, please. Yep, it's not a probation case. I'll explain. Thanks. All right. So I'm going to order a pre-sentence report, and we're going to set a sentence date. So right now, sir, remind me where you are, please.
The Christian Guidance Center.
Okay. So there is a recommendation There is a recommendation for mental health treatment.
I've been seeing a psychiatrist for 20 years.
Okay, so there's a recommendation that you continue that in no contact. I'm going to get probation to come on here and they're going to do an interview of you. And then they're going to prepare a report and recommendation on the sentence you at a later time. So I'll need that date when Mr. Carmen is here.
March 21st at 8:30.
So that's going to be March the 21st at 8:30. I've called over to probation and they are going to come on and go on Zoom with you to interview you. Okay, sir? So the bond terms and conditions, first of all, are continued, no contact with Eugene Penny or prosecution witnesses. You're not to be within 2 miles of the victim, his residence or place of employment. You're not to be released until fitted with a GPS tether, no firearms, no dangerous weapons. And you're not to enter that property address or go near it at 2106 Churchill in Trenton. So if you'll just bear with me, the probation department will be on here momentarily. Lisa, can you get them taken care of so they set them up right now and he can interview them? And we'll go, there you are. Ms. Tessino, your name?
Emily Tessino.
So Mr. Penny just pled no contest under 771 to disorderly conduct. An assault or assault and battery was dismissed. He's at the Christian Guidance Center. I'd like you to go into a breakout room and interview him. I'm scheduling a sentencing for March 21. March 21, and again, that will be at 8:30 in the morning. Okay? Good luck, Mr. Penny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Is it a PSI or an alcohol assessment?
PSI, not a screening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Mr. Carmen.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Penny.
Good day.
Eric LeBron, wait a minute. Eric LeBron, well, first of all, yeah, Eric LeBron Richardson, 20T704764.
Michael A. Carmen, P73824 on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Richardson, good morning, sir. Your name?
Eric Richardson.
All right, so Mr. Carmen, you want a competency evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and we have, let's see, a charge of stalking.
Okay. Next to the judge.
Malicious use of a telecommunications device. So we have a 1 year and a 6 month charge here, Mr. Richardson. I'm going to go ahead and order a competency evaluation on this. Ms. Blackburn, can you tell me your name, please?
Nicole Blackburn.
So they're requesting a competency evaluation, and I'm going to go ahead and grant that request, okay? So what we will do is we're going to reschedule this out a ways. He is on a personal bond conditions. He hasn't had any contact with you since February 9, has he, ma'am?
Oh, absolutely. On many different forums and occasions, physically and over social media and my phone.
Do you live on 4th Street, sir?
No, sir.
Where do you live?
I live in St. Ignace, Michigan, sir. I've been here for over 8 months, 6 months. We moved to get away from her.
All right, okay. Detective Driscoll, are you on this?
Yeah, I am. I'm the OIC on this case.
Your name?
Sergeant Driscoll, Trenton Police.
Has she communicated this to you about the violation of the no contact?
There was a communication. I didn't know it was this recent. She also just received PPO from 3rd Circuit Court. that was filed and finished. I do believe February 21st was the filing and finishing date. So it hasn't been served to him, Your Honor, as of this point, but I haven't been notified of contact since your last order of no contact.
Let's get.
Your Honor, if I may, according to the victim right advocate, and you might want to ask Ms. Blackburn, has it happened since November, which was the last known contact that we were aware of?
Is that true, Ms. Blackburn?
Over phone, yes, it was November 22nd, but over social media, it has been up to 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so here's the deal, Mr. Richardson. I want you to listen to me very carefully. I'm going to order a competency exam. You cannot have any contact with this lady. And I'm just telling you what's going to happen if you do. Okay? If you have any contact, that is if you write her, text her, email her, phone her, on any kind of social media, have contact with her, direct or indirect, you're going to end up with a revoked bond and you're going to be sitting in jail awaiting the competency exam. And the problem is the competency exam, they take a while. So I don't want you sitting in jail for 60 days awaiting a competency exam. And the only way you're not going to end up in jail awaiting a competency exam is if you have no contact with her. So I'm just telling you, no contact. Do we understand one another, sir?
Absolutely, sir.
All right. I think what I want to do is I want to set this, and I want to set a review hearing date too. You're going to have to prepare this, Tabitha. Okay. Let's set a review date in April, Lisa. And I need you to give me, so first of all, let's do that right now. Let's set it for like the second or third week of April. I doubt they'll get to it by then.
April 18th at 9.
April 18th at 9. Do you have Mr. Richardson's updated address? It's on Mill Street in Standish, right?
No.
Where have we been sending the notices, Lisa?
Let me check.
Give me your updated address right now, Mr. Richardson.
1059 Church Street, St. Ignace, Michigan.
Did he come over and get printed like he was ordered to, counsel? I'm the detective.
No, Your Honor. As far as I know, he's not been printed on any of these matters.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Hang on, slow down. Give me your zip code first.
49781.
All right, so an order was entered by Judge Hessen on February 9th, ordering that you go to the state police post. Did she tell you to go to the state police post? Is there a state police post in St. Ignace? Do you know, detective?
I'm sure there's somewhere one around there, or his local county sheriff should be able to facilitate that, Your Honor. They all have
fingerprints were done on February 13th.
They were done.
I just haven't received that confirmation, Your Honor.
Let's slow down, folks. I don't know who's talking from the back, but you cannot do that. Please don't do that. I don't have any fingerprints. Lisa, can you run and, well, this was run on March 1. They should have been on there.
Is anything highlighted?
No. You usually say when there's no prints too, but there are no. Wait a minute. He was printed on this. He was printed on this in Trenton, it looks like, back on January 5 of 20.
On the original telecommunication, Your Honor, he was living up in Standish. We had no contact. There was originally a warrant issued for his arrest. He was living out of the area. We never went and got him, as far as my understanding, and I wasn't the original OIC on it, that he was never.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be on his, it wouldn't even be down here on his lien at all if he wasn't printed, right?
It could be from prior cases, Your Honor.
No, look at this. I'm going to show you. It's right on. It's right on here that he was printed on the 5th, it looks like, of January of 20. That's the offense date.
Okay, I misspoke, Your Honor. I apologize. I wasn't aware of that.
Would you make sure that So I don't need to worry about that then.
No, I think it's covered, Your Honor.
Now it does not appear that it was put into lien on the malicious use of a telecommunications device, but it was on the stalking. So perhaps that can be addressed.
Okay.
All right. So here's what I'll do, Mr. Richardson. I'm telling you right now, I want to make clear, no contact. Do you understand what I'm telling you? If you have any contact again, I'm going to have you come down here and we're going to have a hearing as to whether or not you violated the no contact provision. And if I find that, I'm going to set a bond and you're probably not going to be able to post it. We're going to set up a competency exam. We've got your address. You're going to be here for a review hearing on April 18th at 9 o'clock in the morning. And we will go from there. Anything else?
Your Honor, can I speak for a second, please?
Sure.
I'm not sure if he understands. He has fake Facebook profiles of me and fake dating profiles of me, and he claims that he is not reaching out to me by using these forums, but by stealing my identity and contacting my friends and family, church, coworkers, and so forth. He doesn't think he's contacting me, so he needs.
Well, you are,
to take
Mr.
that
Richardson.
down.
Mr. Richardson. Mr. Richardson, take it down.
Sir?
Take it down. Take down any of those posts that are on social media.
Sir, I have had no contact with her in 2 years through social media or any other means, period.
Listen. I'm just telling you to take it down.
I don't have anything to take down.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's fair. But here's what's going to happen then is she's going to present this to the detective and he's going to come in and he's going to swear out a complaint on a bond violation. Then I'm going to have to set it for hearing. And if you didn't do anything wrong, that's fine. But I'm only telling you there's a dispute. I'm not getting into it right now. And if she comes in here or contacts the detective, he's going to swear out a bond violation complaint. I'm going to authorize it. And then we're going to
exactly what she's going to do because that's what the purpose is.
I advise you not to say anything further, please.
Then
I'm telling you, listen, if you don't violate the no contact, you have nothing to worry about.
Well, I didn't think I did before, but here I am.
Listen, time out. I'm just telling you. That's the way it's going to work.
And I'm telling you,
I don't want to argue with. Listen.
In 2 years.
All right, I'll tell you what. We can have you come down for a hearing next Tuesday as to whether or not there's been a bond violation. I'm cautioning you right now is all I'm doing. Do not have any contact with her. If you do, we're going to have a problem. You don't want a problem. She doesn't want a problem. And I don't want to have a problem. Okay?
I understand.
Listen.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, Mr. Carmen.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that's what we will do. We'll set up the competency exam and you will have a review hearing on the date that I indicated. Have a good day. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor.